Hey everybody, Jay here. Welcome back to the Homestead. Today we got another awesome video. We were going to put a ramp on the front of our shed. I was originally going to put stairs, but this is going to be my new workspace. So I want a nice strong ramp so I can roll generators in, snow blowers in, whatever I'm working on. I can roll right in the shed and work on. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right to it. Okay. First thing I want to do is measure out how long of a nailing board we need. So 50 inches. It's about the width of the door, so that'll work. Alright, so now we got our pressure treated ledger board screwed on here. What we're going to do is we're going to put some anchors here. We're going to alternate top and bottom, which I'll show you guys in a second, and I'll explain why you do that. And then yeah, we will go ahead and cut some stringers to run out for the ramp. Should be pretty neat. So a couple things that you want to be aware of. We're going to put a screw here, a lag here, and then we're going to go down here. If you run your lags all the way across on the same grain, you could split this nailing the ledger board here. So that's why you alternate. I go 2 inches down from the top, come over about 8 inches, up another 2 inches, and so on and so forth. Obviously too, when you're dealing with lag bolts, you want to pre-drill so you don't split or break the lag off. So let's go ahead and pre-drill all these, and then we'll be good to send the lags home. Alright, so you can see we got alternating 3 1/4 inch lag bolts. So that'll hold this ledger board on, and then we're going to run our 2x6 out, pressure treated. Now we got to figure out that angle. This is where my high school math doesn't pay off. Alright, so what we ended up doing is we took a piece of pressure treated, we cut one end at about 10 degrees, and then we trim the other end. I think something like that should work out pretty nice. Yeah, sweetness. Let's go ahead and start hanging these. Alright, so what we did, we put some crushed stone down. Let me get out of the light here. We put some crushed stone down because that's where the end of the ramp is going to lay. So we're going to stick a pressure treated 2x6. We have a bunch of extras, so we're going to lay one flat there, level it out, and then we can start hanging our ramp joists. I guess that's the term for it. All right, so what we're going to use to put the joist hanger onto our ledger board here is called the palm nailer. You need this tool, and I'll show you why. It is super handy. It's actually designed to do to put in joist hangers. So yeah, let's go ahead and show. So one thing we have to account for when we put our hangers in is we need to leave enough room for plywood. We're going to put 1/2 inch plywood, so we need to be, I would imagine, about a 1/2 inch down from the top would make sense. So why don't we go ahead and scope out let's go 3/4 of an inch to be safe, because it's going to be up at a little bit of an angle. I had to move our lag bolt over. I forgot how wide these were, so we went ahead and drilled a new hole over a couple inches, and we'll put this home. Okay, now that we fixed that. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to position our piece of lumber here, and we're just going to put a screw in it for now to hold it, and then we'll put the collar or joist hanger on after. All right, that's just to hold it, and then we can get our, yeah, that looks a lot better, our joist hanger up in there. All right, so as you can see, we just have one screw in this ramp leg, one screw in that ramp leg, set 3/4 of an inch down from the top of the board. What we did was we screwed this side in down and this side down, and now what we're going to do is make sure our ramp is square. It's not out of line. So outside edge to outside edge is 46.5. So what we're going to do now is going off of our header board, making sure that we're square to the header, which we are on that side. Now let's check square on this side. Pretty dang square. I like it. So let's go ahead and put those hangers on now. So with this, you slide this plate up and you you slide your collar up, or sorry, your joist hanger, wow. And then you put here, and that'll zip right in. Then you can bang down these nailing flanges, and then you can continue to just put in screws, excuse me, nails. We're gonna go upwards on this bottom one because it's a little bit low. Tap. And then we'll do the other side, and then boom, we're almost done. So one more tip of advice. Let me see if I can get out of the light here. Make sure you know where you're gonna put your ramp boards before you put your header board bolts in, because I had to move 3 of them out of all of them we put in. So it wouldn't have hurt to mark out beforehand before you nail this board on, so you're not moving lags. Just another mistake I made and tip you guys could learn. I'm not gonna lie, that looks, let me get out of the light here, that looks really good. Nice straight shot, everything's hung up on, it's all pressure treated. This is all on rocks down here. We can add a little bit more rock there now that we know where it's laying, but yeah, that looks good. I think what we're gonna do is, since I'm picky, I'm gonna add some blocking here. You've seen me do that before on the floor if you've been following along, but we're gonna cut some boards here and add probably three pieces of blocking. Since we have leftover pressure treated, we might as well use it. So I'd rather add some strength than just toss the boards back of the shed. So let's cut some blocking right now. All right, how's that looking so far? The blocking just gives it strength when you put the piece of plywood on. It gives you extra areas to screw down, and it just gives overall extra strength. And we had the extra lumber, so why not, right? Looks good. I'm happy with it so far. Now we need to just get a piece of plywood. All right, so we're working with our big piece of plywood here. Our ramp at the longest point from the ledger board to the very end is 72.5. So just verifying here, we got our chalk line set at 72.5. Let's go ahead and let it rip. You know what? That looks pretty good. It's not even screwed down yet. All right, what we are using is a Sherwin-Williams exterior acrylic latex paint and primer, and we got African gray because that's the color that matches our shed here. So yeah, let's go ahead, shake it, stir it, pop it open, and yeah, let's get rolling. So again, not getting too picky. This is the underside. I just wanted to stain the underside because obviously it's going to get moisture and whatnot, so this stain will help protect the wood. This is all pressure treated, every single piece of it, but staining it on top of the pressure treated, my son is 2 years old now. He'll probably be in college by the time it rots, so we're gonna do this the right way. So now let's flip it over, and well, first of all, we got to paint those next. We got to flip this over and then paint the top and the edges, and we should be able to strap it all together. All right, what do you guys think? Not bad. Not bad at all. Overkill, but hey, that's how I do things around here. We put a piece of tape there because we're gonna actually seal and paint the floor in there once we're all said and done. That'll be coming up in a future video. But yeah, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and flip that sheet of plywood over. That's the bottom side, like I said. We're gonna flip that sheet of plywood over, and then yeah, we're gonna go ahead and paint the other side, paint the edges, and we'll be good to roll. All right, so that is a nice painted piece of plywood. We are back out here. This is it is 65 degrees out. We're gonna lay the sheet of plywood on, so we're gonna throw a little time lapse of that, and then we have some 2-inch wide grip tape that we're gonna lay some strips on, because obviously you have the drip edge of the shed and the snow and the water. I'm not the only person going in and out of here. My wife, my father-in-law, the kids, I'm sure the kids will want to run up and down it. So I just want it to be safe. We're going to use some of this. This is like skateboard tape. So we're going to lay out some strips of that. So let's go ahead and blow this out. Nice little time lapse, and show you the finished product when we're done. All right, what do you think about that, huh? I spaced out, it's funny, I actually spaced out the grip tape as if, you know, your average walk-in, you know what I mean? And then obviously going down, you're gonna take smaller strides, but walking in, I wanted the grip pretty much center where your boot is. I don't know, you never think about, you know, your stride until you're laying out grip tape. But I think it works good if I'm just gonna walk in, 3 strides in, you know, take a couple slow strides coming out. We did raise the shed up 12 inches, so nice. What do you think? All right, everybody. Well, I appreciate you tuning in, appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think. This is how you build a shed ramp. So I'm very happy with this. We're just gonna finish up the little dirt stonework around the lip there, and yeah, be able to wheel wheelbarrows in here, generators in here, snowblowers in here if we need to work on anything. 4-foot opening, so obviously not the tractor, but we can pretty much fit any type of small engine, any type of equipment if we want to roll it in here and work on it. So yeah. Anyways, I'm happy with it. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah, we'll see you on the next video.